Good morning. It is 9:30 in the morning and the ex has gone already, obviously. The night has been alone. And I'm like stressing out because, not stressing out, I'm concerned because it almost feels like I had more energy when I was in pain. But now that it's like, it's not that it's super painful, it's just like, it is what it is. The emotion is less. I'm just left sad and empty and thinking like, where is this all going, So that's where I'm at. I'm listening to my feelings. And listening to my feelings has been a game changer. But it's hard. Everyone says, listen to your feelings, listen to your feelings. How do you listen to your feelings? So what I've found is I don't think in feelings at all. So I've actually trained myself to be, whatever happens, just do it anyway. Just do it anyway. Just punch through, just push through. And it's left me feeling like, it's just not fantastic. It's left me feeling not fantastic. And then I'll get to the result and then I'm like, I'm still not feeling it. So I'm almost like waiting to, if I get this result, I'll feel differently. And instead, what I'm doing is, I'm a high functioning person, meaning I do a lot. Okay, so I do a lot. When I get zoned in, I do a lot. But if I'm not zoning in or I'm resisting zoning in on something, I have to listen to that, like why? So my latest, I announced to everybody that I'm putting up this YouTube channel from here on in, right? So I've got a bit of a backlog now. That's just in case if something happens or if I potentially need a day off, I've got a backlog, right? So I set up this backlog and I said I'm gonna launch on Sundays. So what I've done is I've said, well, my top 3 priorities are, I've got rig, I'm scaling my business, and then I've got social media. And around the social media, I go, okay, well, if I'm going to do the social media, what I'll do is I'll do it on Sundays. I will edit 7 videos, I will export 7 videos, and then I'll create lots of reels and short form content to then spread it across other accounts to move it all towards YouTube. Now, that in itself, I calculated, will take at least a day of 14 to 16 hours worth of work, if not more. So like a serious amount of work. And it's going to split my attention. I felt and I was like, I'm not gonna give it my all. I'm not gonna, what if I don't do the reels? What if I don't do this? And I was like, nah, what you're doing right now is, it's actually, you're doing what you're starting to try to do too much. So YouTube and social media is the 3rd priority after rig. And after rig, it's cash. So I've got 3 priorities now. And I made the hard decision yesterday. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna not do that. I'm not going to start posting YouTube yet. I'm gonna get the rig done first. I had a look at the rig. I was like, worst case, it takes another month and a half-ish, roughly. Is that so bad? Is that horrific? And what I'll do is, with money earned as I'm building the business, I will then hire a person. So as I'm doing YouTube, we will learn together and then I'll outsource the whole project to him so I can stay remaining filming, basically. And after deciding that, I felt much happier. I was like, yes, that's really good. That's correct. It's the correct thing to do. It is the correct thing. If I look at it logically, it is the correct thing to do. You got 3 priorities and you're struggling to juggle them all and you're trying to fit it in and you're like, well, wait, how about, what's the worst case if I take another 2 months and don't touch that? No worst case. Worst case is it's fine, but then you've solidified the rig and the cash. So why not just do that? So it became like a very obvious thing for me. It's like, okay, and it's the first few times over the last 2 weeks that I actually start, logically, I need this. But then I'm like, but why am I, like, let me check in on my feelings. Like, how do I feel? I was like, oh, that makes me feel a little stressed. That makes me feel like I won't have enough time to do a really good job. And then if I don't do that, I'll feel like upset that I'm not doing a really good job. So it's just got all this muck around it. And I was like, you know what? Nah. No. Let's not do that. Instead, let's just honor my feelings, So now I've only got 2 priorities. I've got the rig and I've got scaling the business. Now, scaling the business hasn't really started yet. Well, it hasn't. I've figured out a few things. Really, it's starting this next Sunday, Monday. Now, I've been using grass or herbs I've been having them in the evening. I've been kind of generating a vibe. I've still been doing all my work and all my rig, but I'm feeling that I'm looking forward to smoking or looking forward to that experience. And because I'm looking forward to that experience, I have hijacked my dopamine or my serotonin to the wrong thing. I have hijacked my serotonin and my dopamine to give myself that as a reward, where in reality, I need to get my accomplishments, my priorities done, and that should be the reward. So I'm actually, I've screwed my brain to screw my dopamine systems to what I actually want. So instead, we need to get rid of it, looks like, for a time being. And I'm like, as I'm saying that, I'm like, but then how am I gonna sleep? And if it helps rig. So it's still like, sometimes it can help my sleep while I'm cutting, and I'm not sure if I should do that or not do that, but it also worsens my performance probably in the gym by now. So it's like it's a hard thing to be definitive on, but I do think it's the right thing. And how I should just treat it is, I should just treat it as a little break. I shouldn't be too significant about it. I'm just gonna treat it as a little break. We're just gonna have a break. I'm just gonna just focus on the stuff that I need to focus on. And a lot of the stuff that I need to focus on is actually quite tedious. It's quite like, I need to make sure that it's sort of correct, that it sits correct. It's like, it's easy, but it's also not easy. And then we need to start moving the needle on the business. I'm so worried because I'm scaling sideways. Like, sideways, you can scale a business up, meaning, let's say I've got an Instagram account, and let's say, I'm posting once a day. What I can do is I can start posting 3 times a day, to try and get more traction. Or scaling sideways is I take one Instagram account and I go, I'm posting once a day here. What I'll do now is I'll set up another 2 Instagram accounts and post once a day there either. The result is the same. I'm either scaling sideways or scaling up in one. What the bonus of scaling sideways is you minimize risk, or you spread your risk per thing basically. So that's a good thing. So scaling sideways, and it's like a logistical nightmare-ish. So I've got to work through that. But otherwise we're all right. We're all right. I think we're all right. I've got somebody coming over today. They helped me while I was really sad, and they during my breakup, and they just were a listening ear. And I said, come over, have a coffee. I'll help you with anything business related or anything you want to try and sort of break through for that person, their next step. So that's nice. But yeah, overall, that's the kind of vibe. That's what I'm feeling. That's how I'm experiencing it. That's how I'm playing it. That's kind of where we're at. But otherwise, ladies and gents, boys and girls, that's the rig, by the way. I don't know if you can see that, so, hang on, let me. So this is where we're at. rig-wise. Now remembering that like this is straight in the morning, so there's no real muscular pump, but we're getting leaner and leaner every day, which is good. Which means just follow the traction. Don't go further. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't change anything. So that's feeling good. It is getting to that point where it's like entering sort of the next level where hunger could go up a little bit because I'm getting leaner, which is fine. I just have to, accept when it comes and be like, cool, what are you going to do? Eat a pizza? No. So continue. Easy. This too shall pass. Me as a man, and the strength of it will be the determination of how much pain I'm willing to endure and still keep to my word. And it's my word to myself. It's not even my word to you or other people. It's like I have a word with myself. Keep that word with myself. And as long as I can keep my word with myself, then I retain that feeling of core energy and power and strength. So no matter what pain comes up, I'll deal with it. It feels like I've gone through the worst pain already, but there might be worse pain, so that's okay. I'll take it as it comes. But I am feeling that really all this pain and all this stuff that has been going on has just been sort of this 2-3 weeks to just really clean out Andrew's life and get really dialed in on what's important. We now know that music is happening. It's a matter of time. However, it's the 4th priority. We've got our priorities correct. We've realized that our 3rd priority we can't action immediately. We'll need to wait a little bit more, and that's it. But other than that, there's nothing else to cover. Just go, 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 Andrew. Make it happen. Nothing else matters. Very simple. So here's to the new life, which is the locked-in life. And the idea is I've got a year to transform my life. Pretty easy. Get an extremely dialed in rig. Fantastic. Feeling great, looking like a piece of artwork. Fantastic. Step 2. Scale the business to over $100,000 a month. Provides a lot of freedom money and allows more money to invest on stuff to do with the 3rd priority, which is YouTube and social media, which also moves into music. And music also needs staff. So within a year, I will have freedom from money and be able to have resources at any point in time if I should choose to use those resources on whichever projects I want. I will be able to be anywhere in the world, have 1 or 2 home bases plus, and also if I like somebody or somebody's fun, I can just fly them to me as well. Like, come, let's go to Amsterdam. Come, let's go to wherever we're going. We're going to Berlin. We're going to United Kingdom. We're going to Czech Republic. We're going to America. We're going, like, just take them with you. So, it's got that to it. It allows me to go on a few snowboarding trips a year if I want. It's got access. So all I'm doing is for 1 year, I'm locking this in. And that lock-in will allow me to completely transform my life in a year. Really, those 3 things are good to even transform into 3 years. It would be good to get rig year 1, year 2, scale the business, year 3, take on social media. That's also fine, right? Those 3, and then year 4, music. That's also so fine. That's like so fine. But I'm trying to get them done sort of in a year. Okay, cool. I'm probably not going to get it done, but I'm going to commit to it and it's going to have that energy about it. So that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry I'm so tired this morning. It is what it is, man. When you're on low calories, when you're asleep, when you're emotionally drained, when you're tired, when you got a million things, it's like, whoa. Sometimes your body's just like, man, you tired. Chill out. And that's where we're at. Guys, I hope you're doing well. Have a great day. And incoming to shredded physique, priority number 1. Let's fucking go. Peace.